You shouldn't be able to do this to your tires. Mouse droppings. Nope. Some oiliness. Looks like it came all the way down here. And the filter maybe. Filter's not tight enough. Okay, I'll use some more wiper juice. Alright, those belts look good. That don't look good. I have to vacuum that up. How realistically is anybody supposed to put any fluid in this? This is ridiculous. It looks like it's pretty low on fluid. I'm going to do the rear brakes and we'll check out where we're at with that. Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I thought would happen. It's like a sputter. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So it takes about 2/3 of a quart of 5W30. Oh, that's bone dry. So I'm bringing my 2016 Edge to get new tires. If you look at the tread, it actually looks pretty good, right? Unfortunately, they're very dry rotted. And it gets worse as you go. Like, for instance, you shouldn't be able to do this to your tires. So, yeah, even though these tires are only about 7 years old, I do put that silicone stuff on it frequently, but for whatever reason, I guess they just dry rotted. So I'm gonna replace those tomorrow. All right, new tires. Beautiful. Next up, we gotta do these brakes. Look at that. All right, as if on cue for maintenance, the 03 Mustang is having a no start, but I'm not working on that today. I'm gonna do an oil change on my truck. Oh, wish I could find the mice. Any victim? Inspection first, of course. So far, so good, I think. This truck only has 3,500 miles on it. The rest is a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But it's a Ford, right? What do you expect? It's probably gonna be the last time I make a maintenance video, simply for the fact that how many times you're gonna watch the same thing over and over again. I'm not presuming to know what you want. Alright, this thing looks like it's a little leaky. This is one of them reusable plugs. Judging by the oil here, might not be a good idea to use that. I still like catalytic converters, so that's good. For now. Ford, in their infinite wisdom, put a sway bar right where the plug comes out. Oh, of course. Ooh, get up there. Please drain. Please drain into the thing. It's not going down very fast. Great. I bought the socket specifically for this, 27 mil. Let's find a filter, change some O-rings. All right, this is without a doubt my least favorite part of this, is to deal with these things. So first, let's get rid of the filter. Now let's count how many times I stick myself with the pokey part. Let's just ensure that our new filter comes with everything we need. That's good. O-ring kit. Now you could just cut these off, I suppose. Come on, there we go. These typically come off a little easier. Oh, jeez. It does also help to put a little oil on your O-rings. You should use fresh oil, but not gonna lie, there's so much used oil on here already that it doesn't really seem to make a difference. Just look for kinks, no kinks. And now the fun begins. Oh, I hate putting these on. Every time I try to figure out the best way to do this, I always end up stabbing myself. There we go. Perfect. Okay. We take our finished filter assembly. Stick this bad boy right in here. We're not quite there yet, but just put my funnel in. I wiped it, but it's usually best to kind of give this a spray of like brake clean or something, which I might do. Cool, so that's on, it's plugged. I'm not sure how I feel about these reusable ones. It feels like it can back out. It doesn't, but it feels like it can. So I don't know, might end up replacing it at my next oil change, which is what I said at my last oil change. Alright. Cord from here. tell you, they didn't make this with people like me in mind. Cool. Anybody who's got an EcoBoost knows you gotta have a PCV oil. Alright, it's not too bad this time, but I'm gonna drain this out and put it back. Nice and clean. Try to do this every oil change. This is water from the exhaust pipe. This exhaust system has weep holes that weep right onto here. The size of the drive shaft though. Alright, she started. It was just bad gas. Now this car too only has about like 65,000-70,000 miles on it. So I don't know. I'd like to do a coyote swap in this one too. But gonna finish up the white car first. All right, step one is 2016 Edge. We are gonna do the rear brakes. You have to set the rear brakes into maintenance mode. So here's what you do. Ignition switch to on, accelerator gas pedal to the floor, parking brake down to release, off and then back on within 5 seconds. Off, on. Brake switching, park brake maintenance mode. Perfect. I'm gonna turn the power off, and then we're gonna get to work on it. Do this while it's on the ground. It's a lot easier to brake. These are those, the ones that kind of swell up and then they get damaged the minute you try to take them off. Okay. Visual inspection is okay. Obviously, they need to be replaced. First thing we gotta do, remove the spring. The spring can shoot off and hit you in the face, so you wanna be careful with that. There we go. The spring comes off. Next, these caps in the back. Plastic caps come off. So this pries out. That's the top. There's the bottom. This is a 7mm hex. There we go. Next tool I'm buying is one of those electric ratchets. Loose. Okay. Just make a mental note. The one in the back has the little bow tie on it. These rotors look terrible. So this goes, I think this is the right way. Anyway, you just put this over here like that. So many pins. Okay, now the pins are lined up in the caliper. You can see here and here, and this is in here. This. And you'll see it's pushing the caliper back in. All right, that's as far as it goes. Okay. Kicker bar is always the way to go. Now that it's broken. Okay, that's that side. This comes off. So there's the rotor. Visual inspection. Looks okay. Nope. You should probably put some fresh Loctite on these. The only Loctite I have left is red. And I don't want to put red on here, because then you need a torch to get it off. Let's take a quick look at the remaining pad life on these. Nice chip missing out of that one. But you can tell it's not too bad. You can see some uneven wear here. It's thicker on this side. I don't know if you can see it, but I can. It's thicker on this side than it is on this side. This one's very worn. About 50%. Did you say 50%? Either way, these were really cutting into those rotors, so I'm gonna wipe this all down with brake clean before I finish. The rear pads in, fronts. Cool. Let's see if we do the spring without smashing our face. There we go. All right, I think we're good. Now I'm gonna hit this with some brake clean and do the other side. It's good. Everything's tight, everything's back on. Caps are in, bolts are tight, springs are back. Okay. I have new lug nuts for this. This is supposed to be better, less prone to splitting and turning into garbage. Wow, did that hurt. Eesh. Oh, broke loose though, didn't it? Not super bad. About not the same amount of wear as the other ones. Alright, that's working really well. Once again, I love it when you buy a tool and it works, and it's the right tool for the job. All right, so just took a break for lunch. I was looking at some of the footage that I took, and it seems like I might have lost some. And by lost some, I mean I didn't properly hit record. When I did the brake clean on the other rotor, I also put some of this lubricant stuff on the back of the brake pads like it says, but I didn't do these pins because they seem to be okay. And this side's a little bit drier, so I'm gonna probably put a little bit on these, but you want to make sure you don't get any of the threads. Before we do any of that though, let's get this this caliper put back on. The caliper bracket at least. Much better. What you do is you pop these out, and then you just put like a little bit kind of near the top. There we go. Just a little like that. Cool. And then put it back in. Same thing on the other side. And the other side still had some lubricant on it, so I didn't feel it needed to be done there. But I did do the pads. You want to make sure you don't get it on the pad itself though, because that would be bad. Go in there. So smoothie. Okay. Now we put the wheels back on. All right, so now we're gonna take her out of maintenance mode and do the bedding procedure that the brake pads call for. All right, so the bedding procedure is 30 decelerations from 30 to 5 miles an hour, leaving 30 seconds in between brake application for cooling. We have to do it as soon as possible, so let's do it. One other thing that I think I forgot to record is that since I was turning the calipers in, I like to make sure that this is open, and I watch it to make sure that it doesn't shoot fluid out. Why is this off? All right, as you can see, it's still in park brake maintenance mode, so let's get it out. Ignition on. Accelerator pedal all the way down to the ground. Pull electric parking brake to be applied. All right, so let's hold that. Then turn the ignition switch to off and back on again within 5 seconds. On, off, back on. Okay. So let's try this. That works. Parking brake applied. And it's off. Very cool. All right, so let's get this. I'm gonna go do the bedding in procedure, and then we'll do wipers. So they've been bedded. Cool. Now look at this. Are these defective? I mean, it'll be held pretty tight to the windshield. We'll find out, won't we? There we go. Pull this off. Windshield wipers are done. Beautiful sunset. Go. So these just go with the J-hook. Here we go. All right, so that's gonna do it with my 2022/2023 vehicle maintenance roundup. I still have to change the oil in the 06 and the 03. I'm probably gonna get to that sometime during the winter, but at least my wife's daily driver, my daily driver, are both ready to go, as well as a snowblower. Cool. Yeah, so if you made it through this entire video, thank you. Hope you learned something. I learned a few things, screwed up a few things, hurt my hand. So thanks for watching. Have a great 2023. See you next time. As I've previously mentioned like 1,000 times, I'm short, so I need this. Customer states, just give me a pad slap. But who knows? We'll figure it out together. We'll figure it out together. Bonus footage. I forgot to put these caps back on. Luckily, you can reach them from underneath. Shout out to anybody who saw that and was screaming at the screen. There we go. All right. All right, I think we Gucci. We Gucci.